Hello everyone, it is currently Sunday, August 29th at 3:30 p.m. I am currently editing the video that you're watching right now. I've had a pretty productive weekend. It's been kind of a strange weekend because generally Tyler sleeps over on Saturday nights, but he actually slept over on the Friday night preceding this Saturday. So he was here on Saturday morning over the weekend. He came along with me to my favorite cycle studio for a quick morning workout. And as you just saw, he made me some breakfast and then he helped me run my lines. I'm currently rehearsing for a play up in Escondido at Patio Playhouse called When We Were Young and Unafraid. So still trying to get off book for that.
Your sad little refrigerator with water that you poured in 4 months ago.
No, it wasn't that long ago.
16 days ago. 6 months.
It was before I got sick.
Yeah.
It was that.
It's that weekend.
So, throw that away. Never gonna.
Sure those grapes are bad?
They've been in here for a long time.
Mm.
And also they weren't even that good.
Okay.
So. I bought me this thingy that
You've never used.
Because it's too small.
You could have put your tomatoes in there.
Well, I bought it more for like strawberries, but it's too small for like a whole thing of strawberries.
Then eat enough strawberries that is what's left. And that you leave it in the fridge. That's
what else? What is this?
Schmear.
I'm gonna get rid of this stuff because this is wow.
Oh my god. I want to open up a cream cheese company. And I want people to give me a nickname of Pap.
Of what?
Of Pap.
Pap?
Yeah. So when they buy my cream cheese, they're buying Pabst Schmear. Come on. Come on. That's not good reports? I'll drink it. Come on. Wine doesn't go bad.
Yes, it does. Once you open wine.
So we'll use it on cooking.
No.
Okay. Wine doesn't go bad. What the f am I drinking? I know it does. It gets awful. It turns to vinegar.
Yeah, it's nasty.
She's weird. She's very weird.
What? This is not weird. This is totally normal.
This is normal behavior.
Yes.
Vacuuming out the trash.
Vacuuming out the baking soda that is in the trash to absorb unpleasant odors is normal.
Mm-hmm.
This is what normal people do. Okay? And it works. Does my trash smell bad?
No.
It does not.
It has a lovely odor. Oh dear.
No, it should have no odor. Lavender oil.
Oh, there we go.
And then we just do like a, you know, little shakes. Some shakes in there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay? This one does.
This one does.
And then I would normally, I think I would need to clean Actually, I'm going to. I'm going to wipe it. Because it's gross. This is what you're marrying.
I know.
Okay? Just...
I know. In for a penny, in for a pound.
Oh, yeah, this was gross.
Here, right there too, in the center.
Oh my god.
Aren't you glad I got you these cleaning wipes?
No, my mom got me these.
I thought I got you something like that.
No. Nope.
I bought you gallons of cleaner.
Yes. My mom got me these for Christmas. Yeah, this is icky. Oh, I need to really... Oh my god. Whoa.
Well, now I guess we know what you're doing the rest of the day.
I just don't like...
You don't like yuck.
I don't like ick, yeah. Ugh, it's gross. Don't you do this to your trash?
No.
This is how I procrastinate.
Not gonna be happy till you could eat dinner off the trash.
Ugh, gross. Look at this. It's nasty. I hate a dirty trash can. Don't you?
Yes, actually I do.
It's just, you know. A dirty trash can breeds buggies. Literally breeds them. All right, we're good. We're good. You can turn it off. I knew I wanted to have a productive weekend, but I didn't have an official to-do list to go off of, but the first thing I wanted to make sure got done was cleaning out my fridge, getting rid of spoiled foods, things I knew I just wasn't going to eat so that I could take out all the trash, or more accurately, have Tyler help me take out the trash. I did things in a weird order on Saturday. I had it in my head that I was gonna get a ton of homework done, but I had actually gotten enough done on Friday that I ended up prioritizing cleaning and decorating for fall. So once Tyler left, I just started doing random things here and there. I cleaned my toilet before I did anything else. Then I just started dusting the tops of picture frames and door frames and just the tops of lots of things. It was just a very weird task that I never think to do. And I gotta say, it felt really good to get that done. And since I was on kind of a dusting roll, I decided to dust my fan, which I hadn't done for a few months, I think. I think last time I dusted my fan was somewhere around the springtime. So you can see a ton of dust collected on the blades. And I tried this trick that I have seen on Pinterest for a very long time, but I usually just kind of, I don't know, use a microfiber cloth or vacuum up the dust, but I used a pillowcase this time and I really enjoyed it. It did make it a lot easier. then I finished stripping the bedding and put that in the washing machine. There were only a couple of dishes to wash. Tyler had actually washed the bulk of the dishes before he left for the day, but I wanted the dishes out of the way so that I could clean my sink. I bought a few cleaning supplies that I was really excited to try out, and they did not disappoint. So the first thing you're gonna see is my new Scrub Daddy sponge. So I just put some Dawn soap in the sink and used the Scrub Daddy and just scrubbed it as hard as I could. So I am already obsessed with the sponge after having used it just one time. It is so sturdy and satisfying to use. And scrubbing the sink didn't just super get all the stains off, but thankfully I also bought the pink stuff, which is a mild abrasive. So that, as you'll see pretty soon, worked wonders at bringing my sink back to life. Here you can see how much crud the sponge actually picked up and then how easily it rinses off. So the package does say that it's stain resistant, and I would say that's accurate. Now for folding, didn't have a ton of clothes to put away. Thought I'd try a new angle for you guys. I feel like you've seen me do folding several times. I even have a whole video on how I fold KonMari style, but this is kind of a neat angle so you can see it from a different perspective. Does anyone else have these sports bras with the pads that always somehow manage to get folded up in wash? And I always, as I'm putting my clothes away, I take them out and then I put them back in, and it's a pain, but it does make it easier when I am getting dressed, knowing that the pads are in the right spot. Then I did a quick little vacuum. Wasn't too bad. I sometimes just spot vacuum every once in a while, so again, pretty quick. Now I am replacing my welcome mat with my fall welcome mat, even though it is still just the end of August. I did want to start decorating for fall, just knowing that it's still the beginning of the semester, so things haven't started to kick my butt yet, but I just knew I wanted to get this done and I didn't want it to get away from me. So I have these fall leaves that I have had for years. And the first time I did this particular decor style was last fall, and I really, really liked it. It is so simple, doesn't take a ton of time. I think the whole thing probably took me less than 30 minutes, and it's just really effective. And you can get these fall leaves from any craft store. Like I'm pretty sure I got them from Michael's, however long ago that was. And they come on the little vines, and you just clip them off, and I used little tiny tacks and just sprinkled them all over the walls, and it looks like fall exploded in my room. You can see I am watching that fall ambiance video. It's very new on the Autumn Cozy channel. I am obsessed with their ambiance videos, especially when I'm studying or reading for school. Last weekend, I took a little trip to the mall with Tyler, and we went to Bath & Body Works. I got a couple of single wick fall candles and a couple of fall soaps so that my hands can smell like fall. I've actually been using more of the pumpkin apple soap, and I am loving it so much. Now my bedding is done. Does anyone else hate making their bed after washing their bedding? It's one of my least favorite chores. It just, I don't know, it just takes a long time, and maybe it's also because my fitted sheet is losing its elasticity, so it just makes it more of a pain to put on my mattress. My fitted sheet was still a little bit wet as I was making my bed, just didn't dry all the way, and it's 75 cents to run a load in the dryer, so it wasn't worth putting it back in there. I actually don't even think I had another quarter to be able to do that. So I basically left the rest of the bedding at the foot of the bed and pointed a fan at the top part of the sheet just to let it dry a little bit more. It was probably about 30 minutes or so later, maybe a little bit longer. I can't remember. I might have watched a couple episodes of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend until I felt it was dry enough. The sheet was dry enough to make the rest of my bed. Now I'm pretty happy with how my room looks. It looks fairly tidy. There were a couple of things I did off camera that helped a little bit too. Dusted off my bed frame and just kind of picked up a few cluttery bits and pieces. Wiped down the kitchen counter, put the dishes that were drying on the dish rack away, so my kitchen looks nice and tidy. You can see Tyler even set up the coffee maker before he left. And yeah, the floor is looking all nice and shiny. I tidied my desk a bit as well, and I cleaned my bathroom mirrors and my bathroom counter. It's weird, I started by washing my toilet, but I circled back around to do the rest of the bathroom. And much later on in the evening, I treated myself to a Moscow Mule. These are my favorite drinks to make. I don't drink alcohol very often, and usually the only thing I have at home are the fixings for a Moscow Mule. So this is just me making that. This isn't my preferred ginger beer, but it's from Trader Joe's and it's pretty good actually. So I just finished off this evening with watching My Fair Lady on Netflix. It's been on my watch list for a while and I finally got around to it. Now for today, it's Sunday. So I started filming after I got back from Cycle and after a trip to the grocery store. So I'm using my Pantry app on my phone to add my inventory to the app so I know what I have. I will leave a link to the app down below if you want information on that. I used it at the beginning of the year too. I actually went through and did inventory of my entire kitchen. I keep my Cliff Bars in this little tin canister here, and that way I can just recycle the cardboard box that it came in. These are my new cycle shoes that I got for my birthday from my boss, and I got a tip from one of the instructors to leave the straps open because apparently parts of it can rust if you don't do that. And then just putting my bags away, putting the rest of the food away in the fridge, general tidying. This is the state of my fridge, or it was the state of my fridge. It needed to be cleaned. I hadn't cleaned it since the very beginning of the year. I think I did it actually on camera for my New Year reset. So it's been 8 whole months since the last time this fridge was cleaned, so it was time. I decided to make the job a little bit quicker by vacuuming it up first, and I'm so glad I did. And then I just used a Mrs. Meyer's spray cleaner to clean the rest of it. Serious real life moment here that grosses me out, and I'm so glad I cleaned it. For that particular spot, the Mrs. Meyer's and this towel were just not doing the trick, so I used this scraper that I got from Amazon and put the towel around it and scraped off that gunk, and you can see it, and it's so icky, but my fridge is now super, super clean. It is 4:44 p.m. Well, my watch says 4:43. 4:44 sounds cooler though. We'll stick with that. On Sunday. So I have just finished editing this video that you're watching up to the point of now that you're this is weird. I am not gonna end the video yet though, because I'm still trying to be productive, even though, you know, it's getting dark. Part of me wants to just chill for the rest of the day. It is Sunday. Kind of want to get a little bit more rest, and I will, but I want to see how much reading I can get done for school. Oh, lovely, my battery's flashing. Hold on. So, yes, I have a bit of a problem. One of my textbooks, actually the only physical textbook that I needed for the semester, I have reading due from that textbook tomorrow night, but the textbook's not going to arrive until Tuesday night. So yeah, I know there are places where I can search for free PDFs of textbooks and things, so I need to maybe do that. But before I do, I'm gonna get a head start on the next week's reading in the textbook that I do have for my diversity in the family class. So yeah, as I'm reading, I am going to be listening to Full Porch Ambiance, which is a new upload from Autumn Cozy. I like that it's kind of a nighttime ambiance sort of thing. I don't want to be flashing you guys. I'm not wearing anything into this robe, so yeah, I like that it's sort of nighttime because it's getting darker, or it feels darker in here. I have my curtain closed, so anyway, starting to be more evening time, so I like that choice for ambiance. Got some crickets. We'll see if the crickets start to bother me. Sometimes I don't like to listen to crickets when I'm reading. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to Kindle over here. Actually, before I start this, I need to go to my Trello page to see what chapters I need to read. All right, so I pulled it up over here, chapters 3 and 34. I know, random, right? But, you know, I'm sure there's a method to her madness. So yes, revisioning family therapy, which is what I have open right here already. Lovely. So I'm just going to go to chapter 3. Or it's probably in part 1, chapter 3, social class, rising inequality, and the American dream. All right, cool. So let's go back to my ambiance. Press play. Full screen. Here we go. It is 5:44. I'm not wearing my watch anymore. So it's been an hour since I filmed my last clip. Ugh, this chair's not moving. So I finished one of the 2 chapters of that book that I do have that's due in a week from tomorrow, basically. And then I thought, okay, maybe I'll search for these free PDFs. So I went to a website that had a list of websites, a website with a list of websites where I could potentially find this book, and I found it. You might be thinking, oh, well, you spent money on this thing that you could have gotten for free. I do kind of prefer to have a mix of digital copies and hard copies, so I thought it was kind of nice that this was a hard copy. It is a rental hard copy too, so it was about $20. My door is open. That's why you can hear the street a lot louder than before. So it's okay that I spent 20 bucks to rent this book that I can now access for free. That's totally fine. It's fine. It's fine. But the good news is I can go back to reading the readings that are due tomorrow night. But I'm kind of kicking myself because if I had made this search on Friday, it wouldn't feel like, oh my God, now I have 3 chapters to read before tomorrow, because I'm going to be at my practicum site all day tomorrow. So I'm going to get started on that. I'll probably take a break after one of the chapters, depending on how long it is. I have to read chapters 1 through 3. So yeah, oops, that site didn't work. Here it is. Here it is. Oh my God, chapter 1. There it is. Oi, oi, oi vey. Oh, it's a lot of pages. So I'm gonna get reading that, and I'll check in soon. Well, it's 6:44. So at this rate, I am reading a chapter an hour. I have 2 more chapters to read. So 7:44, 8:44. If I just keep reading straight, I should be done by 8:44. Oh my gosh. I can't decide whether I should take a quick break now to eat some dinner, or if I can push through and read another chapter before I have dinner. I did realize I didn't mention the name of the website where I was able to access the PDF. So I'll say it right now, but I'll also link it down below. I got it on Library Genesis. So yeah, I'll link it down below in case you also need it. Also, so none of my classes this semester have any midterms or final exams, like actual tests, but there are papers. So when it comes to my reading, just if you were curious, I am jotting down emotional reactions to reading for this particular class, because our first paper is a personal reflection, basically. So largely focused on our emotional reactions to our reading and discussions and stuff like that. So yeah, that's that. I am gonna do this. I'm gonna try to get through another chapter, and then I'm gonna take a break for dinner, and then try to read another chapter, and hopefully be in bed before 10:30. That's my goal. I did it. It is 9 o'clock. I finished all of my reading, and I said I wanted to be in bed before 10:30, which means I have an hour and a half to watch more Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. This was such a productive weekend. I feel like I'm going into the week really strong. Clothes are put away, dishes are done, my bed is made, my sheets are washed, my homework is done, my bathroom's clean, and I've got fall leaves all over my walls. So I don't know how I could be going into the week any better. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this kind of bonus video this week. I've been really sticking to a Friday upload schedule, but I just kind of wanted to vlog this weekend, and waiting to upload this until the end of September just didn't jive with me. So it is going up this week. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you like this style of video, productivity, motivation, or if there's a particular thing in this video that I did that you really liked and wanted to see more of, like more cleaning, more decorating, more school work, whatever. Let me know. More of Tyler. By the way, I'm super excited for Vlogmas already. I don't know if it's the fact that I have my fall decor up, or if I've just actually been excited for Vlogmas for like the past 8 months ever since it ended. That's probably it, honestly. If you're excited for Vlogmas, let me know, leave a comment down below, or give this video a thumbs up. But you should provide context to your thumbs up with a comment, but that's cool if you don't, because we don't all have time to leave comments on videos. I know I don't. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on Friday with a video that I filmed several weeks ago. All right, bye guys. Good night.